Welcome to the present. Yes, we are live. I'm here with Mr. Ifosa. How are we doing today?
I'm doing very fine. I'm doing very fine.
How fine are you after the second successful defeat in
Ah,
1 week?
yeah, bro. It's football. It's football. It happens. So today was, I feel we were outplayed. Today we were not at our best. We didn't even turn up. You understand? So comprehensively we were beaten. So there's nothing. And that's why I don't dwell on tactics too much, because the day you're beating, you're beating. There's nothing. If you like, bring tactics and what ifs and you know parallel world realities. I don't believe we would have done anything.
So let's start. Let's start. Because the title left on my tongue is Arsenal in crisis question mark. Because if you look at let's put the reaction online off to one side. When we saw the team news for this match against Fulham that we lost at Craven Cottage, what came to your mind?
Well, I was surprised I didn't see Zinchenko. I thought maybe Zinchenko was on the bench. I was, oh, Happy New Year's Eve, Mr. Oximato.
Shout out to Mr. Odimoto.
Been a while.
You guys think it's fatigue? We'll come to that. Don't worry, we'll come to that. We'll answer that question. Just finish what you're saying. We'll come to that question by Mr. Oximato.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I was looking at the lineup. I was happy to see Kai back because I thought the last game we really missed him. And in Ketia, I don't know. I wanted Jesus because I feel we are better with him. We are much
So factually,
better.
we are better with Jesus. Factually, so.
Yeah. So because what he gives us, we are much better. Then I was, would I say, surprised to see what do they call it? I was surprised to actually see Kivior. I didn't expect, and we heard rumors that what do they call it? That
Vinny
Zinchenko
had a
has a
slight calf. Yeah.
calf issue. So yeah, I wasn't too worried about the lineup. You understand? So barring
Now, if you don't mind for me interrupting you, I'm sorry to that. Now, when I saw the lineup, I saw Kivio. What came to my mind? I know we're discussing behind the scene. I'm like, we saw Kivio against Luton. I saw if I've seen it, he's not a left back. I became worried when I saw that. I'm like, we're not playing Luton, we're playing Fulham at the Craven Cottage. Why is Arteta playing this? Now we have Suarez on the bench. A lot of the fans might not rate him. I don't care what the fans think. He's a better player as a fullback. Keyword is a better player as a fullback than Kivio will ever be as a fullback. Now, Kivio is a left center half. I get it. Fantastic. But as a fullback is a disaster waiting to happen. Why will Arteta sabotage his own team while he has a fullback on the bench?
He just doesn't trust the guy. I mean, after we spoke, I thought he doesn't trust the guy.
Okay, let's say that even though you don't trust the guy, so you can't improvise for 1 or 2 games.
Well, bro, that's the thing. He doesn't trust the guy enough to even improvise. Like, this was a guy he loaned out. But he loaned the guy out with the hope of a sale. You remember the guy was frozen out of the squad before? Pepe and all those guys. So him coming back was just, it was out of desperation to cover numbers, that if it ever got to the worst, he'd be playing. So I just thought about it, and I've been trying, and I just looked. The conclusion I could get with was, personally as a manager, he doesn't trust him enough.
So, I'm Arteta. I support Arteta, but I'm not falling for that because he has done this before in the past, where he played Rob Holding. We all know Rob Holding is a disaster waiting to happen. He had Kivio, who is a center half. Rob Holding, all Arsenal fans know that Rob Holding is not the standard. He kept on playing him until we were mathematically out of the title race. He decided to bring Kivio, and we saw the difference, right?
Yeah,
he is repeating that mistake again by playing Kivio as a left back, who we know is a disaster waiting to happen. So why will I not understand the frustrations of Arteta outers? I don't support those cries. But I understand the frustration. But you can't repeat the mistake you repeated last season and do it all over again. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, bro, but all those Arteta outers, I don't look at those guys as extremist groups. You understand? Now I understand people scrutinizing.
I understand. I don't
No, bro, that's
subscribe
the
to the
thing.
extreme. But they have a point where the manager is acting a fool.
Yeah, bro, but that is you just calling out something that maybe you don't like. You understand? That's calling out something that all managers, we've seen Klopp, we've seen Pep, the same. If Pep had the same team, I am sure he wouldn't play Suarez if he didn't have a choice. That is one thing I am sure. We've seen what they call it, Alex Ferguson. We all ask. This is Arteta, and Arteta is.
Wait. You see, you are confusing me here. You don't trust him, or maybe you are not let me put on the screen. Shout out to Mr. Oximodi. Says Cedric is not in Arteta's plans. Now I want to ask Cedric, and I'm going to ask people. Again, don't forget to like the video. Tell me if Touchwood our players will get injured. You are telling me to do today's match, right? If Ben White got an injury, he will not bring Cedric.
Yeah, bro, you heard my explanation at the beginning.
No. We are going to stick to the facts.
But that is, bro,
answer
that
that
is
question
what
direct.
I said at
No, Mr. Fosa, you are going to answer the question.
Came to the worst case scenario. That is the only time.
The situation too was in the worst case scenario that play Cedric with a fullback. It might not be your plans. Just use him for today. Like it doesn't.
Yeah. Bro, I understand.
I'm leaving.
Bro, when people were talking about Tomiyasu, I said it from the beginning. I'd already said I will start with Tomiyasu. Now I get everybody saying, "Oh, you can't start with Tomiyasu. You just came back from injury." You got to play 45 minutes today. You understand? So that was the if. Because for me, I'd already said if I don't like. So that was why that time you heard me in summer. After that mistake Holding made against that Barcelona friendly, I said leave him in US so that you would not see him to even say injury happened. Let me put him. No. Instead, just sell him. And that's what they did. You understand? With this one, the only reason was because they are using Cedric to just wait out because of Timber's injury. Now, my first choice was Tomiyasu because I know what I'm getting from Tomiyasu. Cedric,
but he wasn't available to play 90 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm not arguing with you there.
There's a Cedric who is a fullback, and this guy.
Yeah, I understand your view. Like he's a fullback. I understand your view.
He has a fullback.
Like, there were moments where you were running past Kiwior. You could see that.
You could see he was struggling.
Yes.
Yeah, he was struggling. So Arteta is going to use his own personal ego against the team objective. No, I support Arteta. I'm not calling for him to be sacked, but I'm sorry. I don't like this. I do not like this, and I'm not supporting this because I've seen it before. I saw it last season, and he's repeating it, and I don't like this. Now, the question Mr. Oximoto asked: do you think this was fatigue? I'm paraphrasing. Say, do you think this is fatigue?
Bro, the way they played today, right?
Yeah.
The way they played today just simply reminded me of that Lons game after we scored. I don't know what happened. We were all over the place. You understand? And it's a replica today of what happened. You understand? We were just all over the place. We were outclassed everywhere. So
you know what, sir? It was so bad that when we scored, I was convinced to win the game because we scored against the run of play, right? We scored against the run of play, and I was like, "Yes, we scored." I didn't celebrate because I didn't call you until we saw the second half because the way we were playing, I was thinking, did they go for a night out?
We'll kick on from there. Like, okay, let's start.
We didn't kick on.
That's why I said I didn't. Like, I understand people's frustration. Don't get me wrong. I'm not damning people's frustrations. People will come and say, "Oh, no." I'm not looking down on people's frustration or damning the frustrations. You understand? Yep. But what I'm telling people what I'm saying is people should look at things critically, right? These were the same people who were saying our only problem. Like for me, the reason why this game, I'm not too now. I didn't like the fact that it was back-to-back losses. Realistically, let me be very honest. Now, but with the way the season has panned out, the amount of injuries, off and on, player will come to. Use Jesus as an example. One moment when the season began, Jesus didn't play how many games? We
I think
didn't
four,
have
five
our
games.
flow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martinelli got injured. At one point, Saka was, what do they call it? Everybody was doing a night vigil so that Saka wouldn't injure because he will go down. Oh, Arteta needs to rest him. We saw the Lens game. You remember
Yeah.
when Saka wobbled off. If they had seen Arteta that evening, they would have driven a stake through his heart. It's very true. So we look at all these things. We also have to look at it. People were complaining our main problem isn't even playing. At one point, they were saying we weren't flamboyant, but we're getting results. At one point, what were people saying? Oh, we are playing, but we are not scoring enough goals. So one moment, people are saying we're not scoring enough goals. Some of the games we've lost now, what do they call some of the games we've lost? Let's be realistic. We've been better than most opponents. I don't see Eddie Nketiah as that guy. See, that's one of our Achilles heel, right?
Sure.
Sometimes when Jesus, his time has run out, I don't see Nketiah as that guy that comes to add any reasonable thing. Now I know Nketiah is going to be sold. Before that time, what? You understand me? People are
Yeah.
looking at all these things and saying, oh, we should go and get a striker. What's happening to Nketiah? Because he's a guy where one moment, that's why even when he scored that hat trick, you
Yeah.
remember the conversation.
Yeah. We're
I
not
just look
excited.
at it as I won't call it mistake, but just an anomaly. So when people come and we say this, look, no matter how good a manager Arteta is, if we are not putting balls at the back of the net, there's nothing. You understand? Today, yes, we didn't like the way he approached the game. Still, I'm not convinced if anybody had played, except it was Zinchenko, in my opinion. That's the only person that I would have seen that genuinely would have given us the quality we needed to keep the ball moving. Today, we didn't have
So
any pace on the ball.
okay, let's pause for you brought up the Zinchenko conversation, right? Now
Yeah,
we know objectively Zinchenko is not the strongest defensively, but
yeah,
offensively he has a lot of creativity.
yeah,
He helps us to help Odegaard to be the auxiliary creative hub.
yeah,
Like look at today, right? What Fulham was doing, I'm irritated that I'm not a manager, but I've watched enough football games in my life. I know what I'm talking about. They knew how to mark Odegaard out of the game because they knew it was our sole creative hub. Because
yeah.
as much as all of us are here sucking on Rice, apart from defensive ability, offensively, Rice his passes are basic passes,
No, very basic
are
passes, very basic.
very basic. I love his defensive stability gives to us, but offensively, it doesn't come near to party to one side. So when they marked out Saka and Odegaard, we became clueless.
Yeah.
Now, you would think because we have height on the team, we didn't have height against West Ham. Cross the freaking ball to Kai Havertz.
Oh.
We refused to cross. On
Yeah,
Wednesday,
but
when we were trailing, we were crossing the ball.
we were crossing. To whom were we crossing
To
that those
whom?
balls?
No height. Today we have height. They refuse to cross. I'm like, are you taking a Mickey? Are you trolling me? You don't want me?
No,
Like, are you trolling?
that's how I felt, honestly, because I looked and said, but we should have crossed more balls. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not saying we win all, but let them be scared. It's something we have in our locker. You make use of it. And that was how I felt. And as you mentioned, parties and what do they call it? Presence.
The creative
Yes.
ability of party that gives to us to support
Yeah,
Odegaard.
because that is one thing. Like no matter what people were not looking at last season.
Oh,
People are saying,
I'm sorry. Let me not disrespect the chat. Shout out to you guys. Let's just answer some of their questions. So we'll go back to that. So, Akim Ogazin, hey brothers, I respect the manager, but I think Arteta has taken us as far as he can take us. The same thing every time, a little bit of pressure, they'll fold. What do you think?
Bro, I think that's false. That's totally see. Let me make it clear, right? I think we all have to be very realistic here. Bro, please excuse me.
Okay, no problem. We'll come back very soon. So let me hold forth while Efosa comes back. We are saying we are saying I repeat the same pattern in there, and we have the same feeling all the year. We have failed to reach the objective. So, Mr. Akim Morgan, shout out to you. I respect your opinion and I see what you're saying, but I think we are a tad overly reacting to this result. I'm frustrated too. I'm angry, but let's not forget, before Arteta came in the last 10 to 15 years, we have not been in a title race. Number one. Number two, that is why if you check my archive, you see the videos where I've said Saka is not world class. We don't have any genuine world class players. I'm not saying we don't have top class players. We don't have world class players. Let me give you an example. Against Liverpool a fortnight ago, right? We were on top of them until a world class moment by Salah changed the momentum to Liverpool. Who in our team can do that for us at the present? Nobody. For us to win games, we need the collective of our players playing at a top level for us to win games. So Arsenal fans have come to the realization that we do not have world-class players. We have top-class players, very good players, but for us to win games, those players have to play at least 8 to 9 over 10 collectively.
Yes, of course.
To win games. We don't have a Henry that can change the game for us during the Invincibles. We don't have those kind of players. We have to be real. So you can blame the manager as much as one. I'm not saying Arteta is blameless, but do we generally have those quality players that can change the game when things are down offensively? No.
Bro, this same thing you mentioned. I was watching Alex Ferguson's this thing today. What do they call it?
Bio
documentary. Yes, because today is actually his birthday. And he said something. He said Manchester United were doing well before they won their first league. He said they needed a missing piece, which was Eric Cantona. Now, most people would not know Eric Cantona because they didn't see him. Eric Cantona was
an enigma. You
understand? The rest were not world-class players. They were top class. But Cantona was that guy that you just knew, man, if he gets in, he could do everything as that attacker. I don't know if you understand. He could score, he could dribble, he had it all. Now, this Aki Morgan's post, you see, let us not be unfortunate because we are looking at other people. See, what do they call Liverpool? Liverpool have Salah.
Exactly.
You understand? That is what is covering Liverpool.
I'm telling you, it's Salah. Yeah, it's Salah is covering their shame. It's Salah is covering their shame.
Bro, Liverpool have not played better than Arsenal this season. But let's be factual. Arsenal sometimes ill luck. Okay, that day that Liverpool beat Newcastle 2-1, we watched the game.
We watched the game. We also what happened.
What did Liverpool play?
Nothing.
It was Nunes that scored 2 goals.
Remember Crystal Palace? I watched the Crystal Palace game, not to pivot someone from the Arsenal topic. We saw how Crystal Palace was dominating until that unfortunate red card and
an injury to Lemar, who was actually the man of the match.
Yeah, so we have to understand that Arsenal players have to be collectively good for us to win games. We don't have no world class, no enigma in our team. So even though we are criticizing the team, let's be measured and let's be a tad reasonable.
This is what people are not understanding. When there was a question you asked, which striker is there that look, let's be realistic. Anybody can come and say, oh, we have been found out and all. Man City have been found out. What is the difference is the fact that Haaland can always score.
And Rodri.
Man City played the same thing. Let's not act as if Man City played they don't play any different thing. They just keep playing the same thing, but when you give a ball to Haaland, Haaland will not miss.
Yeah.
You understand? So Haaland can score a hat-trick. How many hat-tricks has Haaland gotten in just one season? How many can we conjure up and say our strikers will get? Okay, look at that day against West Ham. Are you going to say you're blaming Arteta when we placed those guys away? I'm not blaming him that day because it's not his fault. Now, people were crying Zinchenko is a horrible player. You see, there was something you said. We over-embellish our things because we listen to other fans and we don't have opinions of our own. Zinchenko is not as horrible as people are making him to be.
I've said it. I'm not saying he's not a defensive liability, but offensively and the balance it offers the team, you can't overrule that. Overrule that. So let me listen to this chat from Go With The Flow. Oh, shout out to my guy Go With The Flow. If you want to come up, I can send you the link. If you are still here, Go With The Flow. Saka and Martinelli need to step up. Also, Arsenal have been found out crossing the box will not always work. Arteta needs to either find another system or go back to fluid system from last season. Now, this is where I disagree with you. Number one, Arsenal have not been found out. See, you can coach and give all kinds of tactical instructions. When you get on the pitch, things will be different. I've been saying and I'll continue to reiterate it. You know, when Arsenal were linked to Neto, I saw why.
Of course.
English fans, even some Arsenal fans, will be shouting Saka is world class. I've been saying he's not world class. See, Neto is a better winger than Saka. We're not ready for that conversation. We don't want to hear it. But that's just the truth. Neto is more direct. Neto is more tricky.
Faster.
See, we're talking on the phone. I was saying we saw Saka hogging the line, right? It's not working. You think someone with a decent IQ will mix it up. He kept on doing the same thing. And he wanted a different result. Are you okay?
Yeah.
He kept on
like
we were doing the same thing.
You know what annoyed me today, bro, was apart from Saka hogging the line alone, they were carrying the ball there. Are we doing
all
training?
Yeah.
You understand? I was just expecting, okay, give it to Nelson. Let them experience someone different. See when Trossard crossed that ball. When that guy thought he was going to cross with his right, he went to use his left. That is what I'm talking about. Now, people can say going back to that system last season. What do they call it? It's just this point, go with the flow now. It's exactly what you said. Partey's importance in terms
very
of
important
in some games. That's why I keep saying, right? Anybody can come and say Guardiola is a magician. When Guardiola didn't have Rodri, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
So when people are coming here and say Arteta has taken us as far, it's not that one. If Arteta today can find that striker that is doing what Haaland is doing, better believe it, he's winning the league. Because you're not going to tell somebody that is creating this amount of chances, you don't get progression against it. That's why I'm not losing my head. Because today is the only day in a long while we've been comprehensively beaten. This is the second time. And it was against London.
Yeah.
So if everybody is getting angry, I kept saying it, the anger people, Arsenal fans have, is an accumulation of the games we didn't win or we didn't take our chance.
And secondly, this is what you get when you overhype your players. I've been saying, guys, calm down. These players are not what you're thinking they are. Like I said,
they are getting there. Let them develop.
Let them develop. They are not.
One moment, Martinelli is this. Another moment. See, they are young. When it's normal that when things are not going well, youngsters will have these moments.
Sure.
Okay. Vinicius that they were insulting how many seasons ago? He had this moment.
Yeah. Remember, Benzema will not pass to him. Remember when Benzema said will not pass to him?
Yeah. So sometimes I understand people's angers and all, but if you watch enough football, this is normal with youngsters. Now, we don't have a world-class maybe player or striker that quote unquote will be delivering some chances. So it will not, so the burden is not alleviated from them for them to give them time to say, okay, you guys can still come up. And their confidence right now, yes, the pressure is on them, not because of we are losing games. It's because they are not scoring or assisting enough. So that's the only thing. So people should pipe down. We are not in a crisis, for God's sake. And later, when things are good, all of a sudden, Arsenal fans will change.
Guess what they do? They will now over-push the fact that we're not playing well again. They now over-exaggerate it. That's the problem. There's no balance. We over-exaggerate when we are winning. Yeah. Now, it comes on that chat. It says a good passing midfielder is needed to take pressure off Odegaard and striker needed. And I think Odegaard replacement or competition is injured in Fabio Vieira. Whether we like it or not, apart from the fact that he's still struggling to adapt to the physicality of the league, Fabio Vieira for me is a better passer, final ball passer than Odegaard. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's injured.
Another problem. That's why people don't. When people are over, I'm here seeing Aki Morgan say, "Oh, this one." I said, "Look, it's not Arteta's fault. Timber has an ACL.
It's not
our African brother that I don't understand. He doesn't have an ACL, yet he's dragging duration with somebody that has an ACL. It's baffling.
Yeah,
No,
it's
bro, let's be
annoying.
realistic. These are two very important players.
Players.
Let's not forget, Partey is as important as Rodri.
It is.
Just because we replaced him with Rice, we
Yeah,
brought Rice just to be able to cover and make Partey play longer. That's the main
exactly.
reason. But now that Partey and Rice, like, let's be realistic. Even if Rice can play the whole games in the EPL this season, sometimes he also needs to relax. Let him
Apart
put
from
his feet.
that, the West Ham game and the Fulham game should have showed a lot of well-meaning Arsenal fans the limitations of Rice. We are not saying it's a
Yeah.
bad player, but
But
the way we
against those
play,
typical low blocks,
your DM needs to be creative. I'm sorry, it is what it is. The way we play, even the DM needs to be creative. And I'm sorry to announce to you fans, Rice doesn't have in his locker at the moment. Maybe it could come later, which I kind of doubt a little bit, but at the moment, he doesn't have it. And that's on facts. He doesn't have it.
yeah,
And
bro,
we've
there's
seen
some
it.
tons and ways Partey dribbles people out of the game. See, not even the best DMs, they don't have it.
Yeah.
You understand? The ones they are calling with him, they don't have those things. So it's easy for people to say and they want their DMs. Sometimes we can all wish. You understand?
Yeah. So let me read this chat from Agui Morgan. I do agree we don't have a world-class player. I think Ateta has become personally attached to players that ain't good. Now let me say something. I understand your frustration, Mr. Agui Morgan, and I get it. See, I've made 2 videos. People were saying, "Oh, I'm sticking my level to Eddie." I live in reality, for crying out loud. I know 100% you are not selling Eddie this January. Now, I
Yeah,
know
it's
for
not possible.
sure some will sell him, but you cannot. You know that you will not get the optimum price. Number one. Now, if you sell him, there is no 80 million pounds Arsenal can get to go and buy Tony, because they said the physical financial year for us to avoid sanctions from FFP starts in the summer. It's like, wow, we've not paid for Raya. Like, can we just be sensible, Tori Long? Can we be sensible? It's not doable. I'm not derogatory I'm not being disrespectful to my subscribers, but please, guys, we are angry, but let's be measured.
No,
We are not buying a striker this January. It's on facts. We are not buying it. It's not doable. Financially, not that we don't have the money, but for FFP rules, we can't do it.
Yeah.
Please.
You know the reason I don't like this opinion? Because this is how they keep bringing this different manager routine. Different manager. Before you know, another manager will come. When the manager will come, he falls short. We need to go and get another manager. We need to go and get. I don't get this narrative because I'm sure Akim Morgan can prove to me why we need another manager. Everybody is saying, "Oh, you go back to this." Let's be realistic. If you said Arteta, I want to buy any player for you, do you think some of the players now he would say, and he would not pick better quality players?
He will.
Even he knows. But the reality, what it is right now, what these guys did last season, see, sometimes fans need to understand. They did it last season, doesn't mean they cannot do it again. If you expect it's going to be easy, then that you're not living life.
Yeah, exactly. You're not.
Okay, the Invincibles, why didn't we invincibilize everybody till this moment? We didn't. Another manager that will come will still bring his player that he likes that you will not like. And when that player is not doing well, you will say he has an attachment. See, managers naturally will have the favorites, maybe because of something they do.
No. Let's break it. See, even as human beings, right? I'm sure Akim Morgan is not friends with everybody.
Of course.
By his own logic, is he friends with everybody? You have people that you call that your guys, that your body, your inner guys. And there are guys that are just associates or work colleagues. Yeah. So let's not detach reality from these things.
Bro, come on. Let's be realistic. This season, right? Okay, gave Eddie the chance and all. You don't even know whether he wanted to sign a striker, and FFP couldn't work with him. So if they can't work with FFP, there's nothing we can do. And we have to make do with what we have right now. The so-called let Arteta go. Arsenal let so many players go for free so that we will get here.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm not, what do they call, I'm not, what am I calling this? I'm not losing my head over how many games when I know that we've been better than most teams that we've played. So it's just that day. Today, we were not at it at all. It happens in football. The so-called Man City that they say will win the league, if they win their next game, they are 3 points ahead of me. So is it 3 points that's going to make me lose sleep? I'm not losing sleep. The next morning, I'm waking up. You understand? So people should pipe down. Teams will lose games. Now, is everybody saying we'll lose games? Yes. The games we will lose, we will not see it coming. But are we going to win a lot of games? I am so confident we will. I don't care if they like any Arsenal fan TV, if they band together to change my mind. I'm not changing shit. We've been here.
Because the logic don't support the argument. The logic don't support the argument.
Understand? Now,
the logic don't support the argument.
Yeah, it's just like today now. Why I like the rational argument from you, you're calling what you didn't like from Arteta today.
Yeah,
now that's
I called it out.
That you don't like that he does.
Yeah,
you understand? Based off of the fact that the player now, you understand that the argument is okay, fine. He would love for another player, but this one, based off of the symmetric of the game and everything, he's a fullback. You prefer that a fullback is a fullback. He will do a better job. Yes,
exactly.
So that is it. Now, not everybody might agree, but it's also a very good point. We don't need to dismiss it.
Sure.
So now we look at that, and that is the only thing we've criticized. But I'm not going, because I also have to look at it. So we don't know the plans of January. We don't know what they will do, how they will maneuver. Even the news I was seeing, the Tony that they said Arsenal is interested in. That even if Arsenal want to go for Tony, they have to explore avenues. So it's not even guaranteed, because you have to find every way to make it happen.
See, for me, right, I like to do a bit of research, and I like to be sensible. I don't care whether it's David Ornstein. I don't care if it's Fabrizio. I just know that for the three transfers we've had, if I've not sold well because of all players we've let go are not good enough, there is no way FFP will not catch up to us if you're going to spend 100 million pounds on Tony. It is not logical. So, what fans don't get is that the mainstream media and the independent media like AFTV and the rest, they are gaslighting you into some things that they know that you won't do research on. We can't spend the money. Even if the Conquest want to do it, we'll get in trouble like Everton. You get in trouble. You can't do it. Like, why are fans so unreasonable?
Or Chelsea.
Yeah.
How many times they banned Chelsea from the transfer window?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. People see, bro, because of instant gratification, people don't want to see the bigger picture. Just be patient. Just be patient. I'm not losing sleep. Just be patient, for God's sake. This guy has carried us with a so-called squad that people are saying is depleted. It's not good enough. To this point, just wait it out. When time comes, even Guardiola's squad that everybody is harping up and down, how much did they spend? Don't they have 115 charges? If it's time to throw Man City fans online, we'll be calling 115 charges.
We'll call it real quick.
You understand? But do you think the way they got it, or if they got their squad and the charges are true? So you mean you know how much or what you have to do to get a squad like that?
So there's a proverbial enemy in the chat. Go with the flow. He has come in the wrong time. You see, timing is very funny, right? When your enemies want to attack you, they look for when you are vulnerable. Now, look at what the snake says.
Let me even answer this question. You see,
yeah.
Even as people say Rodri.
Yeah.
Let's not act as if Rodri gives spectacular passes. You understand?
Sure.
Rodri, if we call Zubimendi at what are they calling it?
Sociedad.
I've seen Zubimendi and Rodri passing range, final ball from deep when Zubimendi will drop a pass. Let's be realistic.
Let me attach an addendum to your point. When both players played at Atletico, who was benching who? I'm talking not Rice. When Partey and
Rodri, of course,
yeah.
Is Partey Rodri's mate?
They're not mate.
This is not me. What people don't understand.
But let's get to the point. It's not about Rice, so let's not pivot too much.
That's what I'm going towards.
Okay,
right? Even the Rodri, what covers our eyes sometimes is that Spanish finesse.
Yeah,
you understand me? The way he wins ball, so that Spanish finesse will give you more guile and hype than what's
exactly.
Now, I'm not saying that there are some eye of the needle passes, like the passes we are talking about. Even Rodri doesn't have them in his locker like that. Those passes.
That Partey gives.
Yes, that's Partey. So when they say Rodri Club Rice, I keep saying it. That was why you heard one time I said Ruben Diaz is not a better set. He's not even as good as Saliba. I'm saying at the shame, at the fear, nobody will do anything. Because realistically, the simple truth is, I've said it before, just because someone wins a trophy with you, that is
Doesn't
why
mean
we put them there.
yeah.
But they are not. You saw Saliba today. Even today, Saliba, there were some moments I was looking at this guy. He was not looking human. You could see it there. So this idea, Rice is a better tackler than Rodri
Obviously.
by far. You understand? Rodri that we call, let's be realistic. Referees give Man City get away with a lot of things with these idiotic referees. How many times have we seen Rodri hold players? They don't give him any card. They don't do anything.
He gets away with a lot. He gets away with a lot.
So I'm not going to come here and say if it's based off of that. Yes, he's playing in a fantastic Man City.
A fantastic team.
I'm not going to say he's not quality. He's a quality player.
Definitely.
Now, if Rice also wins treble like Rodri, we'll rate him higher than Rodri. Let's be realistic. So now Rodri is on top because of what he has won. But when they say like it's a better, this thing has a Spanish flair. The way Man City plays, he understands it. That's why Zinchenko said he's meant for Man City. But when they say declare, there's a reason Antonio said Rodri is not better than Rice. Right. How many players have said it? This guy is good. Now, we said it's the passes. It doesn't mean we are saying he's not good.
You see, that's why I say I wanted you to finish. I'm not saying that people like to do selective hearing. I'm not saying Rice doesn't have good passing range, but those need of eye passing that our DM in Partey does, he doesn't have it yet.
Yeah,
but other aspect of his game, other aspect of his game as a DM, fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Fantastic. So go with the flow. You came with a very facetious question at the wrong time, and we've decided not to answer it at the moment. I hope you're fine. No, because he knows what he's doing. This is what people do. You have to play their game. At the moment, we're not going to answer this question because you are coming at the wrong time to ask the question. Sorry, ask it in 10 games time. Then we'll have a better answer. It's true now. Remember when Arsenal fans would swear to you that Kyle was a horrible signing until 6 weeks ago. So, and I was saying then, wait to the end of the season. As much as I'm disappointed to this result, I'm still going to wait. Like I told you behind the scenes, I don't think we'll win the league. I'm not saying we can still win it. I don't think we'll make, because, like I said, we need our players to give 8 over 10 collectively if you want to win the league, because we don't have any world-class player.
Yeah, of course.
Is that plausible?
Yeah, those moments we need it. So I don't know. That's why I said I don't know what Arsenal and Arteta will work out. I don't know. There might be, if they are doing something, nobody will know.
Yeah.
You understand? See,
so Akimoga says, I understand you, my brothers, just want a team that doesn't freaking fold under slightest bit of pressure. That's subjective again. No, it's fair. See, he's not a coaching, but he has the right to disagree. It's for us to provide a good argument to his agreement.
What I'm saying, under pressure. See, let me describe it. These are the same people that tell us we need Osimhen as a striker. That is the juggle, the missing piece
of the jigsaw.
Yeah. You understand? Why do you need Osimhen as a striker? Because the players we have out wide, what they can do. They can cross a ball. He can head. Okay, fine. He's good at finishing. Okay, how many times this same team we say has been folding under pressure? If they have not outplayed you, you have outplayed most people you've played. You're not scoring goals. How is that folding under pressure? The ball is not going at the back of the net.
So, which is true. Your argument has data backing it. Because, like Arteta rightly said, this is the worst performance we've had this season. Objectively, worst performance. So, but Akin Morgan is reacting based on one bad game. Now, I understand against West Ham we didn't win, but it was not as horrible in terms of performance as this.
You know why people are looking at it like this? Oh, Liverpool will go 5 points. Man City will go 3 points. See, this is my thing. Even commentator was saying that no team has done it. The last time a team did was 2015. See, I'm not even focused on that one. I'm saying you heard my view on why I said I'm not bothered. Man City 3 points ahead of before we got to this point at Fulham, this same Fulham, they told us the beginning of the season we have lost the league already.
Yeah.
That's what they told us. Man City started with 6 straight wins.
Yeah.
That's what Man City started with. So I'm not saying people shouldn't be angry at the performance. You are angry at the performance today. You understand me?
Sure.
You are angry at Arteta's selection based off of the fact that flow of the game is what you mentioned, that the flow, they wouldn't
the
have
game,
had that confidence if they saw we're using a fullback. But
A fullback.
You said the reason you are not seeing us winning the league is those moments of brilliance. Now, I'm not like, now, that doesn't, now, people will come and say, oh, but you say Man U players moments. Understand? But we have consistent performance. It's here already. But sometimes we need to sprinkle moments so that we'll get over the line. That's where luck comes in. And even in some moments, even when we've been better, we don't have the luck of the officials.
Sure.
Let's be realistic. Look against West Ham. Jesus was brought down in the first half. Nothing. Saka went down. They still didn't give him a penalty. The ball was out. They said it was in. They couldn't reach a conclusion. So everybody was looking. So that day, okay, look at Newcastle away. We were better. Now, in Nketiah, it's not Arteta's fault. Now, people will say, let Kai be there. There's a reason why he's playing Kai as the LCM. If there was someone else, that if Partey was there, Kai would have been on top like he did at Man City. But right now, it's not happening. If the people are saying we should adapt, okay, the guy managed to adapt. I'm not saying he did not make mistakes. He made mistakes. But if we are now overreacting because of this one performance and everybody is throwing it away, we are not winning the league, this is this, why are we always so quick? Like, this is the problem. Let us stop making AFTV our, what do they call it?
Our go-to, yeah.
Our go-to and our gauge for football. We are better than that. A lot of us have seen. I'm not going to listen to someone because he has a certain amount of followers come and tell me something that I know. That even when
I see my own eyes. Yeah, from my own eyes.
Semenyo won the league in 98. Was it 98 or 97? He was 18 points behind during Christmas. So let's please, everybody's looking at Liverpool. Look, they will have their own problems. Shey Salah will go to AFCON. If Salah goes to AFCON and they start struggling, what are people going to see? So every Man City now, the same Man City people were parading up and down. They also had their own slump during the season. Sure. So if people should just pipe down.
So let me just chat. I'm actually beginning to think last year was an anomaly because no one expected us to be there. This year is a slight bit of expectation with the fold. I'm crying out for a team that doesn't crumble. You are still getting it wrong. Last year was not an anomaly. Last year was people did not focus so much on us. Now, compared to this year, now they now know we are title challengers and they are more focused on us. And like I said, our players are not world class. And secondly, this overrating of Martinelli and Saka needs to stop. They are very good players who can improve to top class. I can say top class, but they're not world class at the moment. Oh, I don't think they might even get it, but they are very good players. They can still win. But we need our players to be at a level that they have to give us 8 to 9 over 10 consistently, like 35 games out of 38 for us to win the league.
Yeah.
Or else to get 1 or 2 world-class players, and those kind of players are not available in the market. Stop allowing Sky Sports, mainstream, and independent media lie to you. Osimhen is not world-class. Like, the fact, I don't know why people are sedating themselves with some nonsense. Osimhen, I've watched him comprehensively. I'm Nigerian. I've seen him play for Nigeria. I watched it's a games at what's the club again? Napoli. Osimhen against a low block, he will struggle.
Oh Lord, bro. I saw it against this is what people are not understanding. All Arsenal fans don't understand this. If Saka and Martinelli click from now till the end of the season, forget. You will appreciate it. You understand? With Osimhen, I saw Osimhen play against Real Madrid. If it's Jesus against Real Madrid, Real Madrid will know. You understand? Real Madrid will know. So when people are over egging themselves, my friend was telling me, he said Arsenal, they don't need when people are saying world class, he said Arsenal don't need world class strikers. They just need a striker that we know can just be scoring goals. That is all.
That's all.
You understand? See the problem now. Jesus may not be the guy that is scoring you many goals, but trust me, you will appreciate him more in your team. Than Tony. You understand? The thing that Tony, yes, can guarantee you is the fact that okay, he's better than Nketiah. When it comes to the goals, he's more assured. That.
But we need more than just better than Nketiah. The level we are going to, we need more than better than, because see, the reason why people are looking at Tony and Tony this is great goal because he's Premier League proven. He's not saying Brentford don't play against low blocks. Guys, wake up.
See, Brighton.
See, I can assure you, it's Nketiah that we're all piling on figuratively. If he goes to Crystal Palace, when they're not playing low, he will score goals. He will start scoring goals because nobody's low blocking him. Yeah, they're not low blocking him anymore because when he plays for Arsenal, he's being low blocked. But when he goes plays for Crystal Palace or Brighton, Eddie starts scoring goals. So same thing for Tony that all of you are gushing over. If you come to Arsenal, things will change. Nobody, he doesn't have the skill set to wriggle out his way.
The only thing you can say is he has the physicality. That is all. But that extra thing that you need from an Arsenal, like, see, I don't want, as much as Arsenal fan, I don't want us to become that team where it's efforts based. We are just playing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Just crossing all the time.
We can win the league and I will brag. But God knows I will be realistic. I don't enjoy it. You understand? Now, if you ask me my dream striker, I would prefer Benjamin Šeško. You understand?
Yeah.
Young, powerful,
quick,
dynamic, quick, has the mean left foot. He is present. And he's very good with the ball at feet. He can play with the team. And he's quick. See, sometimes people don't understand. If Jesus had the pace of Martinelli, we won't be saying all these things. It's not easy to have that skill set and still running when you don't have that much.
Only Ronaldo de Lima. Ronaldo de Lima had that. Ronaldo de Lima had that. And we saw how it was. So, now, see go with the trying to patronize us. I see very much see him trying to patronize us. The enemy in the court. He's trying to patronize us. Wow. When he raised the paws. Right.
No, bro, it's one of those days. I said it before. Even you remember when we lost to Lens, Zinchenko didn't play that away game. You understand?
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't play that away game. We missed it. So as I'm just saying to people, see, I know in an ideal world, people can blame Arteta and say, "Oh, Zinchenko," but didn't Arteta buy this guy Timber so that he would replace him in games?
Yeah.
You understand? People can say, "Oh, Ben White." Didn't Arteta still buy Timber so that if he needs to play Timber and Tomiyasu, it will be good?
Yeah.
So we need to understand. Injuries in some moments have not been kind. We have been trying. Look, the whole season, everybody is talking about last season. Last season, the squad, the same squad, Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, Xhaka, Partey, what do they call this guy? Odegaard. Then in defense, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White, and Ramsdale. When they all were on the pitch together last season, I don't think they lost a game. You understand? Yeah. But it's not the same reality this season. This season, last season, Arteta knew that one player was missing. We were not the same.
Exactly.
See, we have been doing very well. We have had an excellent defensive record this season. Let's be realistic. We faced the least shots.
But right now, those statistics are changing.
Bro, I understand. I don't know if you understand me.
I do.
Up until this time, I'm just looking at the whole season. So people need to understand we will be back. You understand? So people, now I know the next game is a tough one against Liverpool, but I assure you we're not playing like this, especially at the Emirates. Now, Arsenal fans should not go to the Emirates and stink up the place.
But at the same time, the players have to give the fans something to cheer about.
No, bro. That's why I said today wasn't the day where we did anything. We're just atrocious today. But I'm talking of antecedents. We don't play like this normally. Declan Rice is not that guy who will put in a pop. How many poor performances can people talk about for Declan Rice? You can count it on your hand, on your fingers. So it's not something normal. So unfortunately, we are not. We lost these 2 games. In another reality, we would have beaten West Ham. It's what it is. So how do we move forward? Everybody can analyze. I know it's the New Year's Eve. Some people, some of you online have made money with Arsenal's loss. It's
Yeah.
normal. You are going to feed your family. Happy New Year in advance. Enjoy it. So
So I'm so pissed. Thank you for letting me vent. No problem, Mr. Aki Morgan. You are
I'm like,
see
calm
for
down.
me. I'm telling people you are
Even
allowed
bro
to be
was
angry. Yeah, you're allowed to be angry, but don't get irrational. Don't
Yeah.
overdo it. You're allowed to be angry. See, he knows me on the phone. I was like, he knows me.
Of course.
I
See,
know.
bro, let me even say something.
Yeah.
Even Klopp, after he built his dream team, how long did it take him before he got his first trophy?
I think 4 years
People
or
are
so.
you understand? People are overreacting. This guy built from scratch. See, you won't appreciate his work because we are here where we are now. Just one season when we've thrown away most of the players, we've competed for everybody is going to do this, do this, do this.
I told you he was patronizing when he told us who compare. I know him. I told you now at the beginning of the season, I predicted Arsenal to finish third. So let's see at the end of the season, and finishing third is not bad for Arsenal. Who gave you Arsenal's? You are the arbiter for us to give us where we deserve to finish. Then, Mister Go with the flow. Who told you that finishing third, Arsenal fans should be excited? Now let's leave the jokes on the side. For me, like I told you over the phone, Arsenal can still finish second, but I don't think we are good enough to win the league. It's not impossible we win the league. It's not impossible, but I'm looking at it objectively because, like I said, I'm looking at what is realistic for us on how to compete because we don't have any world-class player. That means 8 of our players have to be on their A game for us to compete.
Yeah, of course.
And with these injuries, loss of form, I'm like, see,
bro,
if you have Timber,
about the injuries.
If you have Timber, I'm 70% to 80% sure we don't lose against Liverpool. If you have Timber or Tomiyasu, we don't lose that.
Of course.
We don't lose against what's it called? Aston Villa. Perhaps West Ham. So exactly. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm not going to overreact. Yeah, I'm not going to overreact. There's a chance Arsenal can go on a run in the next 5 games. Anything can happen. But objectively, not just hopeful wishing and hopeful thinking. For me,
it's the first thing we just have to do is beat Liverpool in FA Cup. That's the most important thing. I'm not looking at us and thinking, we are not like we have Crystal Palace in the league next. Definitely, as I said, the way we played against Fulham is not the way we are playing that game. I am too confident. I cannot say how many times we've played like that this season. So antecedent has shown this was just a horrible game. But
it's a horrible game, right? Now, before we have a few more minutes before we end this live stream, hopefully we have time to come to. I might come tomorrow to do another live stream. Let's talk about Saka. Why do Arsenal fans and especially the UK-based fans, why are they refusing to? I'm not saying go and annihilate Saka, but be objective. Saka has not been great for the past few weeks.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
he has decent statistics. Like I tell people, statistics can overinflate people's ego. They can embellish what you're saying. I told behind the scenes, if a serious bid come for Saka, I will sell him. Do you think I'm being crazy?
No, see, for me, I won't sell Saka.
I will sell him. Yeah. I've seen enough.
The thing I'm saying is,
I'll let you respond if you don't mind. Saka will not be a world-class winger. I've seen enough. I know football to a certain level. There's some things that Saka does that is basic, and he doesn't try to mix it up. Saka doesn't have the ferocious shot like Salah. Look at that chance he miskicked in the second half. Salah will have buried that. See, those are the moments that make you world class.
Yeah.
look at compare Saka to Neto objectively.
Well, Neto is a better dribbler, is faster. Yeah, I know.
So when Arsenal fans are shouting Saka is world class, and I'm always like guys, lay off the alcohol and lay off the weed. Like, he's a very good player. He's consistent.
Yeah.
He's humble. Yeah. Humility. I don't need humility in football. You can put that on the side.
No,
So
bro, I think sometimes for you to get that to that place, you have to want to be ruthless. You understand? Even with Salah, let's be realistic. Salah is here because he's ruthless.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's ruthless.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Saka is a good boy. That one is there. Now he needs to be, as Henry said. You don't need when you want to win. You're not nice. You understand? Sometimes he needs to be crafty. See that day against Liverpool, they touched you.
God bless you. Don't we spoke about it behind the scene, and I said that's why I said world class players. The IQ is like when we went to school, right? The brightest students, their IQ is different from regular students. That's why I tell people, see, the best detectives, the best doctors, not only by school. There is something in it that gives you that extra, that makes you. See, Suarez, even Jesus, even though he's not world class, even Jesus, if Alisson touched him like that, that's a penalty.
Bro, sometimes I think he's trying to be too. They're trying to
now,
be too honest.
Saka was trying to be strong when we needed that moment.
Yeah, you understand?
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe this. Bro, see, games are decided by moments sometimes. Moments.
Yeah. Bro, see, that is why I get to it. That's why I said if he gets more of those moments, you understand, where it's tight. Now, realistically, I don't pray to be having tight games, but it is football. It's what it is. You understand?
Exactly.
There are some things. Now, one thing is those moments of wanting to be smart, pouncing on an opportunity.
Your street smartness, your corniness, the fox in you.
Yeah.
Do you know how many goals Suarez scored for Liverpool in those kind of moments?
Bro, that's it. I thought there.
You touch Suarez like that, he's on the floor. Bro, look at Saka. Look at our star boy Saka being too honest. Look, and it's costing.
You understand, bro? No, I'm not saying.
I'm saying it. See, when you're in Rome and you're in the Colosseum, you will do anything to survive.
Yes, exactly.
See, all this righteousness, virtue signaling. I am not for virtue signaling. If you're in a certain place at a certain time, we are going to do what we need to do to fucking survive.
Yes, of course.
And see, I've seen too many moments of that. I'm like, Saka, I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's a bad player. People misquote. Don't misquote me. I'm not saying he's a bad player. If I have the chance, I'll speak to directors. Yes, sell him. Use the money and bring me Neto. Because he's not going to be that player. See, those players are X factor, right? You begin to see it in the early stages of their career. And I've seen enough from Saka. He's not a bad player. Don't misquote me, but
no, but I think he will get there. You know, I told you, I think he will. I
told you, behind the scenes, gospel alive. Yeah. I'll remind you. I don't think he'll get there. I don't hate him. I don't think he'll get there. I've seen enough to know that he will not get there. We could be out of the title race, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup in the first week of January. That would be scary. The fans will crank up the heat on Arteta. If this happens,
yes.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, see, bro, Lord. This is where I want everybody to be objective, right?
Yeah.
Everybody comes in with these, what do they call it? This narrative. Oh, we could be out of all this. The simple question I ask people: who do you play in your tournament? You understand? It's easy for me to come and write like this statement now. It's very simple. How are we going to be out of the title race? Like, how are we out of the title race? We are playing Crystal Palace next at home.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. This is why I say, please, Aki Morgan, sometimes when we lose, don't put on your phone. Just turn it off. See, bro. Do you know I do not go to
I'm going to play devil's advocate, but Akim Morgan has the right to what he thinks about the team. Now, delivery might be kind of edgy, but he has the right to feel this way. Delivery might be edgy, but he has the right to feel this way.
Bro, yeah, you all know that feelings sometimes can be misleading.
I know definitely
somehow about it. You're still rational enough to know that, okay, fine. By reevaluation, we are missing some things. You understand?
Okay. But do you know majority of the fans will share this sentiment by Akim Morgan?
Bro, that's why I said it's subjective. And this is why I said the statement is subjective. How are we out of the title race?
I know
same thing.
Based on empirical evidence, we should not be out of the title race because we are not in deficit of points that much, which is true. It is, but I'm just saying, just playing devil's advocate.
No.
But a lot of fans will carry this sentiment. Yeah, you carry this.
But I'll still answer them. In the FA Cup, who are you playing? If you were playing a smaller team, I understand.
Yeah,
Liverpool could also be out of the FA Cup. Let's not get this thing twisted. We lose a game, that means we'll lose to Liverpool. We've seen it before. We've seen this movie too many times. We will lose we lost the game against Fulham. Who knows whether Liverpool is going to receive a pounding or a pummeling that day? Nobody knows. Everybody is looking at it, FA Cup. If I'm looking at the FA Cup, if I'm getting Liverpool early, any of the teams that go out will look at it and say, well, we got a top team at the beginning. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing you could do.
Who do?
You understand me? It's not as if I'm playing a small team. If we could get smaller teams till, what do they call it, till the semi-final, even till the final, I will take it.
I'll take it.
Why can't you? Okay, look at the Champions League. We didn't get the toughest teams, but look at who we got. We skinned them. Now it's Liverpool. Liverpool, they are not small feet. So anybody, okay, if it goes out, if it comes to a penalty that we lose, what happens?
It comes to the rebuttal. Say, bro, these are facts, man. Laughing out loud. We are on a slippery slope. One bad break, we are finished. Nah, Akim Morgan, you are embellishing it.
That's why I said, this is the simple truth. Akim Morgan, leave AFTV alone. Yeah, exactly. Those niggas ain't going to put anything other than negativity. See, there's nothing you're going to tell them. See, sometimes we over-embellish all these things.
Yeah.
When Liverpool, Man City were on this team. Man City, all of a sudden, it's just 1 or 2 games they won. Man City are 3 points behind with 1 game. They have 1 game in hand. So, what's telling you that next 2 weeks, Liverpool will not lose 2 straight games? We'll win 2 straight games. We'll be on top again. See, understand, the EPL is very, very competitive.
Very, very.
For this,
extremely.
This first half, we have been the best. Remember, we have been the best team this first half, barring 2 losses that we've had. These past 2 losses, we think.
But the table doesn't show that we're the best in the first half.
But bro, don't worry, to reset itself. I'm not losing. I told you, I'm not losing sleep, because when we will come back and everything, because at the end of the day, what we are not really doing enough is just the goals. It's unfortunate. The goals, we have not been able to get it.
So what was your own? Let's say someone was asking you to provide a solution to this goals struggle. What would be your solution to it?
Me, I'll say.
What will you offer a solution?
I just think Arteta should find a way and mix it up, because realistically, let's be very honest, right?
Yeah,
I'm not paying £100 million for Tony.
We shouldn't. Yeah, shouldn't.
You understand? See, I don't even care if Chelsea I don't even want to talk about those ones. So I'm not paying £100 million for Tony. And I'm not sorry for that. You understand?
He said, bro, Tottenham is a point away from us. Don't worry. We'll be ahead of Tottenham. I'm sure.
We saw what happened. So I'm not even losing sleep. I'm looking at these guys. I'm not signing Tony for £100 million. And I'm not sorry.
I'm being negative, but I'm not lying. You see,
what you say might not be lying. You're over-exaggerating.
You're over-exaggerating it. Yeah, that's right. You're over-exaggerating it.
You look at everything. See, I'm looking at it. Do you think I'm happy we lost? I'm not happy.
Yeah.
You understand? But I've already looked at everything. Nothing is changing for me. We are playing Liverpool at the FA Cup. Do you think we are playing a small team? It's
No,
a
we're
big
not.
team. So Liverpool also have a chance of getting knocked out. Don't
Top two.
allow this result or the fact that we drew. See, the reason we drew at their home ground was because one, Saka didn't fall. Secondly, Martinelli that would have scored, they waterlogged their pitch.
And thirdly, we had Zinchenko, who is a good offensive player, defensive not. So
Yeah,
sometimes
just one moment.
we have to factor all these things into our analysis and how we look at the team. Yes, we are overwhelmed with the emotion of the loss, but let's not over push it. You can be angry. I would say be angry, but do you have to kill someone because you're angry? No, you can't. You're not breaking the law. You're not breaking the law. You cannot tell the police I deleted somebody because I was angry. Nobody's going to listen to you. They're not. Police will say you can be angry, but you don't give the right to delete somebody. So let's be measured. Let's be measured in our anger. We're all disappointed. It's not that we are condoning poor results or we are condoning mediocrity. We're not condoning mediocrity, but the facts are the facts. So let's not do it.
No, you let them remind them you have standards.
I've been saying it, the enemy is in the house, figuratively. Shout out to you, go with the flow. Xhaka is a big miss for us now. Absolutely nonsense. It's not a big miss. Like, can we move on? See, when Xhaka was here, all they're saying it was the chink in our armor. Now that he's gone, now it's a big miss. Mr. Go with the flow. You are trolling us. And I get it. You had the good results, and we are struggling at the moment. Enjoy it while it lasts. Xhaka is not a big miss. Another good passing ability missed here. Kai is a moment player, but Rice, Odegaard, and Kai is not sustainable midfield. Guess what? For years, right? Fans told us Xhaka was a weak link in our midfield for a long time.
Yeah.
Until last season or 2 seasons ago, suddenly it became. You cannot convince me that Kai is bad. Is bad. You can't convince me. No, I get it. He's not as smooth. He's not smooth sailing at the moment. But you can't convince me he will not be a success. You can't. I've seen so many times.
We don't. You see, sometimes people say it's not a sustainable midfield. If Partey plays with Kai, how would it be? We've not seen it because Kai can ghost. Partey can pick him out more.
Pick him out.
What do you think will happen?
Remember the goal against Man City? Who did that?
Exactly.
So let's go with the flow. I get shout out to you for being here, but come on, you're trolling. You're trolling. You can't change my opinion on Kai. I understand. I welcome what your agreement, but no, because for years people were shouting this same Xhaka was our weakness.
Yeah.
So the Xhaka become good overnight? No. Sometimes some things you don't see because you are watching the game in a different way. Our problem today was not Kai.
No, of course,
it wasn't Kai.
It was. So that's why I said everybody was very bad. It's just what it was.
Exactly. You say it's at home, but team later seem to come home and find it easy to score 2 goals. Just West Ham.
No, I'm not arguing with Akimoga anymore. Sometimes let's just leave people to their devices and narratives. Let them go.
It's like just West Ham. Come on, Mr. Akimoga.
They should believe what they want to believe.
Yeah. No, you can see that Mr. Akimoga is not beginning to move the goalpost.
No, bro, that's like I said, he can believe what he wants to believe. You understand? He's just like an ugly girl they want to come and put makeup. If you like put makeup, we know the results. You understand? So there should be.
Akimoga is moving the goal. Okay. Say, bro, I'm stressed. You don't need to be stressed. Why are you stressing yourself? Because you're even laughing.
No. You know my problem. It's New Year's Eve, Akimoga.
Yeah. Don't let us over stress you out.
Like, let me tell you, sometimes we need to learn as mature men to to be avoiding some apps. YouTube, Twitter, when we lose, especially when I know those hawks are waiting for me. I'm not passing that place.
Yeah,
I'm not passing.
See, sometimes I'm sorry, guys. Don't see. I can't tell you what to do with your time. I'm not telling you to, but if you are watching certain platforms, you are just going to be stressed out because people don't forget that. See, I will not have conversation with certain people. Do you know why? Because they are hell bent on being statistic.
Very true. Very true.
And because YouTube and X, which is on my Twitter, now pays you for being sadistic, you're enjoying it. See, if you think
Definitely.
those melons, like that guy said, of AFTV are real fans, you've lost your mind. They are
Of
making
course.
money from your pains and agony, and you guys are falling into it. They'll go and rile you up with certain trigger word. They will rile you up. You
Get a lot of what do they call it?
traction. They get a lot of traction, a lot of like
Get
you see,
engagement.
we have Arsenal should have
Oh.
standard. Like was it I was talking to later? Arsenal should have standard. We've not competed for the league for the last 15 years. Where's the fucking standard?
You understand?
Yeah, what standard is that? I'm not saying we
Somebody that
should
meets
remain.
inside dustbin.
Yeah,
You inhaled, what do they call it? Food they were cooking inside restaurants. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, you're talking about
like
standard.
no. So you have to avoid certain platform. They will
See,
trigger
bro,
you.
I'm not even saying people should not get those moments. But see, what do they call? I'm not saying they should not demand, oh, we want this. But
Yeah.
see, if as you said, that's why we keep saying having a calm mind. You understand?
Yeah,
Having a calm mind. Let's get there. If it's only somebody that is blind that want to say this guy is not doing something good. You
definitely.
understand?
Yeah.
We've had injuries. Do you think, and I keep saying it, look at Man City, 115 charges. They built their squad. How did
On
they
financial
build their
doping.
squad?
Financial doping.
By financial doping.
That's what they did.
You can't have 115 charges. It's impossible to be charged. Why would they give you 115 charges? You understand? So if you have 115 charges, meaning that the squad you have now is by financial doping. Are we going
Sure.
to talk about how they brought Haaland?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, we know
Want to start
exactly.
talking about all these things. You will find out that because we decide to do things like a reasonable team, doesn't mean if we had our chance, normally we wouldn't do it. But we know that there are consequences.
There are
These
consequences
fans
to
will
these
still
things.
come and tell us, oh, we are not part of that particular club that does
Exactly.
financial doping.
The doping.
So I'm never going to support my team going using backyard because you want to give me instant gratification
Fashion.
when we can win for 10 years. See, I keep saying it. Arteta is going to win 4 league trophies. He can win 4 out of 5. Easy. So people that are complaining, give this guy the time. The squad you think that we have that is good is not the ultimate squad. There's a reason
not
why
the
you
ultimate
hear
squad.
rumors of some other players.
Yeah.
Good thing. See, sometimes the reason why we sign some of these players to contracts is so that they can be sold for something.
Yeah.
If not, we won't be able to have FFP.
Exactly.
You may not like it at the moment, but look, in as much as we want to be playing on the pitch, Arteta wants some other players, but some players have to be sold so that we can balance our books.
Yeah, that's why I was angry at the comment yesterday that was made. I can't remember who made that comment because I'm looking at it that which one do you think is more profitable, selling Nketiah now or selling in
No,
the
I'm not
summer?
even entertaining and selling Nketiah now. When I know
No, for me,
Nketiah is going to fetch
you
me
will get more
45 to 50
money.
million.
Yeah, you'll get more money from selling Nketiah in the summer because there'll be more bids for him. You can think
Yeah.
how to replace him adequately. Even though if you want
Yeah.
Smith Rowe sold, you can't sell him now because they will come with a bargain discount price because his injury, he says something from a lot of injury. So sometimes can we just simmer down, calm down your emotions, and be logical?
Bro, do you know why I don't take all those people seriously? You want Smith Rowe sold. 2 months ago, they nearly took pitchforks to the Emirates Stadium to go and ask
Yeah.
Arteta why he's not playing Smith Rowe.
Exactly.
So if Arteta should sell Smith Rowe, what do you think will happen to him? That means they will go and be waiting for him where he passes.
But some people are saying that, oh, we need to buy him, we need to bring in players. So why don't you sell this and bring? It's like they're moving the goalpost with no consequences.
When they just feel, oh, one small. See,
Yeah.
people need to understand this is life, right? That is why I'm saying it. When we've seen the trajectory of life, just because Liverpool will drop points. So if we are actually, let's not allow. See, you need luck. Right now, we weren't lucky enough.
We're not lucky enough for last 2 games will not be lucky enough.
Yeah. When Liverpool won the league, who got injured in their squad?
Nobody. Yeah.
You understand? So we cannot say, oh, nobody, what do they call it? Got injured. And what do they call it? Yes, we've gotten our injuries. That's not, see, and this go with the flow's point of clear-cut chances. See, even Man City don't create many clear-cut chances. You have a player that can make do with something very little.
Exactly.
Why do they call him that world-class player? Because the little chances.
No, I don't call him world class. I'll never call him world class. I think a world class scorer. I'm not calling Haaland world class.
No, it's not that player that we look based off of how we watch football. Haaland is that guy that can score goals.
That can score goals. Yeah, I can't watch is a goals reel highlight reel because or they're too similar. Now if I'm watching Harry Kane, long shot in a box. Chest, left foot, right foot, different variety. Go and watch Haaland's. Go and watch Haaland highlight reel. Now I ain't watching that boring shit. I ain't watching that. That doesn't mean you're not a world class scorer, but I'm not calling a world class striker. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I've seen too many better strikers that to call that robotic felon. No, I'm not calling. No, hell no. Shout out to Go With The Flow. You might not like this, but that's my personal opinion.
Haaland can score.
He can score.
You understand? That's what I keep saying. He scores some balls that we've had. You look and say, okay, if we had his kind of striker there, we'll bury it. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody talks about clear-cut chances. How many clear-cut chances do teams actually create? The teams don't create a lot of clear-cut chances.
Look, he said today for Fulham, you hardly created. Now, we are going to use one game to judge 20 games. Like, sometimes we are a bit disingenuous in our analysis.
Of course.
I'm going to judge 20 games or 19 games we've played based on one game.
Bro, he didn't talk about Brighton, you know.
He didn't talk, exactly. Don't call that out. Don't. Yeah.
He didn't talk about Brighton. See how many chances we created against Brighton.
Yeah.
You understand?
Like I saw earlier this season, second game or third game against Sheffield United, the so-called Man City struggled to create any clear-cut chances, even they won 2-1 at the end.
Of course.
But he's here trying to gaslight us about us not creating clear-cut chances. Because I go with the flow. Use the mirror. Use the mirror. Because you cannot be saying something because it's good for you, but it's not good for me. Nah. I go with the flow. Nah. You're not gonna play me. You are not going to play me. She they whine me. These are going to sound whining us on this. These are going to whine us. Nah. Like, because the same thing for Man City. I've seen games this season. They struggle to create anything.
Of course. The game against, what do they call it? Everton. Okay, yes, they did have some good chances. But how did they score?
Sheffield United, I can't forget that game. I saw the whole game. It was 2-1. They struggled. So let's not act as if now against today, yes, Arsenal were not good enough in all metric. I agree.
Yeah.
Against West Ham, we missed some few chances. We created a few chances. So let's not act as if the Fulham, we want to actually rate the Fulham game and West Ham game the same thing. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Because there was a start going around that for the first time, Arsenal had 30 shots against West Ham and yet did not score.
Now, people were talking about how many chances. See, the last 8 games, say Arsenal had 81 shots.
Yeah. You say what makes strikers good is the ability to position themselves inside the box, and scoring goals is difficult. A world-class striker is a world-class striker because he's doing the primary job of a striker to score goals. Bullshit. The bullshit. It's like saying a world-class surgeon is able to do surgery. No, there's a reason why certain surgeons are higher ranked.
Yeah,
and you have limited access to them because they are world-renowned. They have special surgery skills than others. So let's not play that. Can you compare Haaland to Suarez? To Suarez?
No,
to Suarez.
No, bro.
Are you whining me?
Let's go to the ultimate. Can you compare Haaland with Romario?
Actually, they whine me. He says he's private to score. Mr. Go with the flow. Do you want the link? Because are you whining? Are you it's kind of really? I'm not saying he cannot score goals. There's a reason why, even though we respect Inzaghi, but we don't rate him that highly. He was scoring goals, but he was scoring also what I call bland goals. Like, look at Muller for
offside. See, bro, that's why I said for his ability.
Exactly.
He was smart. He will go and stand. You see, for Alex Ferguson to say the only player that they give birth to in offside is
Exactly.
Meaning smell pepper.
So after watching Romario, after watching Ronaldo da Lima, the original Ronaldo, after watching Lewandowski, Henry, you're going to call Haaland. Yes, I go with flow. You are whining us today. There are different types of strikers. The way Suarez is as a striker is from Haaland. It's not from Henry. But guess what? There's still more similarity between Suarez and Henry than with Haaland. Exactly. So your analogy is not hitting.
There is a reason why. Okay, like, who will I bring? I forgot who I would have used. But there's a reason why even some strikers that were scoring goals, they were not calling them. They were not putting them as the best players.
They were not.
You understand?
They're not. Yeah.
But when you ask, see, I remember when I was watching was it Kaka's documentary or De Lima? One man who was a Brazilian journalist at the time said when people talk about Kaka, say he's so good, but he said he knows they have never seen Ronaldo de Lima play live in front of them before. He said he has seen Ronaldo de Lima. He said Kaka is nowhere near.
Never.
When you saw De Lima was the perfect package. That he had everything.
Everything.
You understand? And when people are talking about goals, we always love to talk about goals. See, I know I will call this guy's name, and it's a long time ago, but he was so good a striker. People are calling names. You can't, even no matter how much you call Haaland, Puskás as a striker.
Exactly.
See, Puskás, like people talk about Pele scoring 1,000 goals. I remember Sir Bobby Charlton of blessed memory. He said when he was sitting down, when they were saying, "Oh, Pele just scored his 1,000th goal," he sat down talking to Ferenc Puskás. Puskás told him he scored his own 1,000th goal about 5 to 6 years ago when Pele just scored his own. You understand? So, if football for us, now I know everybody will talk about because you want to win the trophies. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to win the trophies, but I don't want to just be attached to it where I lose my soul of football and I don't enjoy playing football.
Look at his report too. He came with a report say the way Harry Kane is a striker is different from Lewandowski. We are still making the same mistake, but they are still similar. Yeah, they are still similar. Do you know why? I'll still tell you they are similar because Harry Kane and Lewandowski will score long-range shots, left foot, right foot, headers. Why Haaland is, if he's not in the box,
play useless.
So you are still making the same mistake. Go with the flow. Your argument, you can't win this argument. You are not going to win it.
Bro, all round you can say Haaland scores goals. But if I'm to compare, he and Harry Kane, they score goals. Right? Who will you say is the better striker? You still call Harry Kane. Because Harry Kane striker. Can do everything.
Yeah.
Harry Kane can do everything. Yeah, I can hear you.
I've gotten stuck again. I've gotten stuck again. Wow, StreamYard have started their bullshit. Continue. I want to get us. Continue to handle the show. I will join you very soon. Continue to handle the show.
So Mr. I'll go with the flow. Yeah, that's the narrative. I'm not saying Haaland cannot score. Or I would love a Haaland in my team so that we'll be getting some wins. We are creating so many good chances. But I'm not going still. I know a lot of people look down on Jesus, but it's just unfortunate that Saka and Martinelli are not just, providing numbers at the moment. If they start providing numbers, all these, panic and all, people will eat their words. People eat their words. So for Arsenal fans, I just feel we need to calm down. I don't know where this, please don't allow people feed your head with nonsense that we are this. Trust your manager. You know the discipline Arteta instills in these guys. He would not want some low nonsense. This today was also a bad performance. I know West Ham made it seem so bad. That's what people are not understanding. Even a draw at West Ham at the Emirates against West Ham would have spared our blushes. But see, I understand we lost in that game. Things didn't really go our way in that particular game, which it happens. It happens. Now we have to find a new way and play. because now it looks as if we are getting susceptible to the counter, which is dangerous. But I think today is just because we went gung ho. But we need to just up our game. January is coming. Let's not dampen it with all these, noise of this is what can happen in January, how we'll be out of tournaments. I know people have started spreading that narrative so that people start, calling in, getting engagement into their channels. Because look, the more engagement, the more they can talk to you. And because you always want to talk about something, you will be paying for what they call this super chats. So please don't throw your money away in super chats because you want to, let's say, get something off your chest. You can come here and still get something off your chest without actually getting embroiled by performance and what people are saying online. Please, let's not surrender to the online narrative because it's a very dangerous one. If we do surrender to that, we are going to crumble. See, Arsenal can't crumble right now. We need all the fans and whomever to just have calm head. Let's just know that what we are doing, we are still on course. Like I keep saying, I still look at us. I don't doubt us to be able to win that league. I don't know where people's doubts are coming from. Me, I know what I'm saying. I know why I'm saying so. We still have games to play. We still have, even the Champions League is coming back. So guys, be excited. I know during Christmas, about a week ago, we were top of the table. So now let's just be calm. We cannot, nothing we can do but be calm. Support the guys, support the lads, support the players, and we pray that all those guys and hope that those guys that are out come back fit and stronger because we need them. We need them. People with different skill sets. We have been creating chances. I don't know how we'll solve it, but I'm not buying Ivan Toney for £100 million. That is not going to happen. Me, that I'm not. I don't know where people are getting that idea. We should spend £100 million on Ivan Toney. See, unless I can see what do they call it? Maybe.
Shout out to you for holding forth.
Yeah, no problem,
Thank you
bro.
so much.
Except I can see a crystal ball.
Mr. Go with the Flow wants to join us.
Okay, let him join.
Let me see if I can remember the link. Let me see. Can I turn on the music?
Yeah, sorry.
Copyright. Go off copyright.
Yeah, sorry.
He wants the link. He wants to come and argue for Haaland. He wants to come and tell you about Haaland.
I don't see what we are arguing. The guy can score goals. There's no argument there. As that player, you understand when they say no, the guy is this player. Look, if you watch Messi play, you ain't going to be talking about that.
Mm-hmm. Let me get this email so I can send him the link. Oh, wow. He wants to come and defend his boy. That should be interesting. That should be very, very interesting. Interesting things. Wow. This has been a very interesting conversation to have today.
Yeah.
I'm trying to send him the link. I had his email, but I did a clean on my email, and I mistakenly deleted it because I was cleaning up my mails. I have too many mails, so let me see. Yes. Okay, let me see. I should to send it now. Invites. It should be. Wow. So we've all agreed that we are not in crisis.
No,
It's not as horrible as a lot of people are trying to make it. So
we're not in crisis.
we're not in crisis.
Like I
so,
said, people just want to make it.
Yeah, it was he insisting it's world class. He's world class. He has been doing it for days of Dortmund. Nah. Come on, man. Francis Jeffers was doing it for Everton. He went to Arsenal. What happened?
See, bro, I'm not even talking about not scoring the goals, right?
Yeah.
If we had if Ivan Toney came to Arsenal, right, with everybody's wish, and he was scoring goals like Holland, right, I won't put him there.
Sir.
Good
You
evening,
and
sir.
good evening. Good evening. What if people are just blaspheming in this place? Blaspheming. See,
Oh Lord! Because you don't like the opinion, it's not suiting to your ego and your ear. He is making you feel some kind of way.
there's some things you can't accept in football. How will you say somebody that have been doing it at a high level for more than 4 years is not a world-class player?
He's not a world-class player. He's a good goal scorer. He's not a world-class player.
You know the problem. People want Haaland to be a striker like Harry Kane, coming to the midfield, collect the ball, pass the ball. You know, Harry Kane is very good at passing, but that is not his strength.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Let's put Harry Kane aside. Why can't it be like Suarez or Ronaldo de Lima?
Because he's not okay. Let me ask you a question now.
Bro, doesn't have it.
He doesn't have it.
That's the gold standard.
No, you can't. Who says
no? That's okay. Let me rephrase it. Okay, let's go like this, right? Let's go like this. Have you heard of Ivy League schools?
Okay.
So if I went to Unilag, right, I'm the best student in Unilag, and there's somebody that is the best in an Ivy League school like a Princeton or a Harvard. Are we on the same level?
Of course, but this narrative
that is the gold standard is that for you to be a world-class striker, you have to have certain skill set, not just scoring goals. He has to have certain skill set attached to the goals.
No.
That is the standard. You cannot change it. It's the standard.
It's like saying for you to be a very good midfielder, everybody must know how to use their right and left like Kevin De Bruyne.
No, you have to be able to have the midfield maestro's brain. Kevin De Bruyne is not even the gold standard. The gold standard is Xavi, Iniesta, Pablo Aimar, Seedorf. Those are the gold standard. Kevin De Bruyne is not even the gold standard for midfielder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's not bring it down to this generation. No, we've seen
let me tell you, my guy. My guy told me that he's a Chelsea fan. When he was doing something, he said when he was talking about midfielder, I said, look, all these one come and talking midfielders. He said later people come and be telling him De Bruyne that just used to cross.
De Bruyne. I'm not
saying De Bruyne's passes are not like those his passes. Look, when you hear Madrid fans talk about Ozil at Madrid, right? And De Bruyne at Man City, they will always tell you Ozil at Madrid was because he has the ability more than De Bruyne. If Ozil was playing with Aguero, Aguero will score all those goals.
Of course, but do you know that
creates more chances?
Do you know that when Man City bought Kevin De Bruyne, he was the best player in Wolfsburg in that season when they bought him? He was the overall best player.
I know.
In that league.
Wait. What league? What league?
German league.
Exactly. No, at that time, is German league better? Was it better than the English league?
No. See.
You brought up the point that was the best player in the German league. But I'm asking you, was German league the gold standard at that time?
No, German league was not. Wait now. Let me say something. So he was the best player. I will say two things here. when Falcao came to the Premier League, was he the best striker at that point in the world when he came to the Premier League? Falcao. At
No.
that point, when he moved to Manchester United.
No, it wasn't. It was on a decline. Yeah, it was after the injury. It was on a decline.
No.
Well, after the injury. It was after the, no. Wait.
No,
He
he
came
was-
to no. I remember. Well, let me ask you. Was it after the
Just had
injury or before the
after
injury?
his long.
Was it the after the
layoff.
injury or
Yes.
before the injury?
No, when they bought him now, when he
He
Yeah, I'm
never
asking
came
you.
to the-
When he
he was
came,
before the
when
injury,
Falcao
he
came to England, was it after the injury or before the injury?
I can't recall if he was injured.
I'm
though.
telling you, go and check. It was after the injury.
It was after
No,
the injury.
You understand?
Yeah,
It
the
was
long-term
after
injury,
the
yeah.
injury. You remember he had the
Yeah,
injury
it wasn't the same.
prior to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
And that was the same year that James Rodriguez, I think,
what I
moved
want
from
to say
Monaco
is
to
Kevin De
Real
Bruyne
Madrid.
here. Kevin De Bruyne was playing in German league. At that German league level, he was the best player. I'll give you an example now. At that German league level, he was the best player.
Okay.
But the ability to still come to a different league and play at that same level and also surpass that same level shows Kevin De Bruyne is, when you talk of midfielders in football, he has to be in that conversation. He has to be in that conversation.
See,
Now,
Okay, let me ask you a question before you finish.
Let me tell you.
Let me ask you a
Okay, let me
question.
ask-
Did you
let me
watch
ask you a question.
Let me ask you. You go,
De
Mr.
Bruyne
Fuss,
is
after
better
me.
than Ruud Gullit.
Let me ask you. You go after me, Mr. Fuss,
Okay,
if you don't mind.
sorry. I think there
Did
was
you
a-
watch? Did you watch Seedorf?
yes, I watched it.
Did you watch Guti?
Guti? I not to watch Guti, but Guti.
Of course.
Answer the question. No, did you
Guti
watch?
has.
Did you watch
Guti and
Pablo
Hernandez.
Aima? Did you watch Pablo Aima?
Wait now, wait.
No, I'll finish it. Did you watch Pablo Aima?
No, I know watch him. Mm-hmm.
These are midfielders, right? They didn't need goals and assists. Even let the recent history of Iniesta and Xavi. They didn't have so much goals and assists, but Kevin De Bruyne doesn't come close to two of them.
Bro, you're going
I will
too far.
agree. See, when it comes to
Bro, let me. He's a Man City fan, eh?
No,
I want to
yeah.
ask him. Let me ask him one question. You're going to
okay,
David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. Who is the better player?
David Silva.
Wow. Wow. So,
No. David.
so who has more goals and assists? Who has more goals and assists?
See.
Who has more goals and assists? I'm asking you, who has more goals and assists?
Kevin De Bruyne. But let me tell you something. Eposa and wait, no. See, let's say something. See, there are midfielders that score plenty of goals. Let me give you an example now. You can't say Lampard is a better midfielder than Iniesta or Xavi because he has so many goals. Lampard or even Gerrard.
Well, that's the logic you are using for Haaland
No,
to defeat the argument.
No,
That's the same logic you'll be using.
Haaland one is different now. Haaland,
How? How?
No. If people are just trying to talk down on Kevin De Bruyne, saying he's not a world-class striker or he's not up there with strikers. All I'm trying to say here is when you Kevin De Bruyne from midfielders.
See, this is the thing. He
All
didn't
I'm
say,
trying to say
he
is
didn't
when you
say
talk of
this. He
midfielders,
said
Kevin
the
De
place
Bruyne
they
has
are
to
putting
be in
him
conversation.
is not like your.
He has to be in that conversation.
Kevin De Bruyne, it's not. You don't understand it. When you see De Bruyne, see, I'm not saying what De Bruyne does with left and right is not good, right? But
not saying
when
it's
you watch
fantastic.
Edgar Davids play, right? When you watch David Silva play, see,
Yeah.
at Man City, I've not seen a midfielder. See, if Kevin De Bruyne likes, he should play another 20 years and accumulate more goals and assists. He will never be better than David Silva in my eyes.
Silva.
He doesn't have it.
Yes,
We can do the numbers. He has the numbers and all.
Yes,
the numbers is what we are using. You're using as the metric now.
Yeah.
You can't tell me when you want to talk of midfielders in football. Okay, if Modric, how do you rate Modric? Somebody like Modric.
I'll rate him world class.
World class.
Modric is one of the best.
Is Kevin De Bruyne world class?
No.
Kevin De Bruyne is not world class.
It's top class.
So
you don't like it. I get. See, you don't like it, and I understand.
My guy,
but that's just the truth.
See,
you are not going to. I've seen enough football that you cannot reduce the standard I've seen.
Do you know why he's saying so? Do you know why he's saying so?
Is Mohamed Salah world class? Mohamed Salah world class?
Okay, let me answer the Salah question, right? The Salah question is a dicey question. Personally, the way I rate him, I will say Mohamed Salah objectively to me is not world class, but he has world class moments.
So wait, what? How do you rate world
No, I
class?
put him
If
there.
World class players single-handedly can win trophies for a team. Like Maradona, he won Napoli the league by himself. Messi, he won the Champions League, the league for Barcelona by himself.
Therefore, means from your own perspective.
No. When we say then we say world class. When they say world class, meaning if you go to Asia, if you go to Atlantica, everybody will say yes, it's called. Not that some idiots in England are going to pile up on Sky Sport and be telling us that no, this guy is world class. So if they say it enough time, it will be in your subconscious and say it's world class. No, I've seen football.
Salah is not a world class striker and winger.
He has world class moments. I'm not going to say it's totally world class. He has world class moments.
That one I disagree because me, the way I see world class,
I put him there. I put him there because I just feel I don't know anybody that's better right now.
Okay, do you know the way I see world
and the
class?
fact that
For me, the way I see world class is, for example, I'll use this example. You see Ronaldo now. I don't even want to go to Ronaldo. Ronaldo is too high. Those are elite. I'll say Ibrahimovic and Nketiah. Or Ibrahimovic and Jesus, who will score more goals if he was still playing football in the Premier League?
I think Ibrahimovic will score more goals.
Now, the way I
see but who's a better footballer?
Wait now, no, forget that one. I'm telling
you. No, don't forget that one. You see, you can't forget that one.
No,
who is a better footballer?
Ibrahimovic is old now. Solomon, wait.
No. When he was young, who was a better footballer?
I'll say Ibra. Ibra was dribbling, was moving, was quick.
No, he can't. He doesn't move the way Jesus moves. Let's be objective.
Okay, let me just say what I want to say now. The way I see world class players.
Jesus phenom.
Wait, when they move, when you get to a particular age, like Ibrahim retired at 40 and was still giving average performance players like Jesus performance. That's
the way you bring the bullshit. It was giving let me finish. No, exactly in Italy.
That their league is
he sticks in the bullshit in
that their league is a dead league now.
A farmers league.
That's why I said now. Wait,
bro, you know my guy that's a Man U fan.
Wait, that's why I now said. That's why I now said. The way I see Mohamed Salah now. Mohamed Salah 2-3 years ago, he was doing more than 25 Premier League goals.
It goes back to my argument.
Wait now.
The world-class argument from most of these guys is goals and assists.
Wait now.
I don't miss. I know what I'm saying. Most of your arguments for this world-class tag it's only goals and assists.
Goals and assists. He was winning games. He was doing things. He was very involved in their game. 2-3 years ago, Mohamed Salah.
Okay. Let me ask Efosa. Efosa, be objective.
Well, let me ask you a question.
No. I'm not Efosa. I'm asking you before I ask him. Be objective. During the Salah versus Mane conversation, who do you think was a better player?
Mane was the better player.
But just because Salah was scoring more goals, everybody was pivoting to Salah. That's what I've seen enough for that. You cannot double me.
But we all knew that Mane
was the better player than Salah. Salah was scoring the goals.
I want to ask you guys a question. Salah and Robben, who is better? Based off of their trajectory of football.
So you can tell we unanimously agree that it's Robben. Because remember what I said a few minutes ago? I said if you go to Atlantica,
Robben have goals and assists like Salah.
World-class players will be agreed that now Salah has more goals and assists than Robben, but can say easily we agree that Robben is a universal world-class player because he was a world-class player. Can we stop lying?
See, you can't say Salah is not a world-class player at this age where it's almost at that. Salah just has
he has world-class moments.
Is the achievement. Yeah, he's the achievements, everything he has done. Yes,
the goals.
I'm not taking the achievements away.
First, let me ask one more question.
The records.
Let me ask one more question. Let me ask one more question, Mr. Efosa. Will you watch Salah without no goals? Boring. I won't watch him.
No.
See, people are
see, I know when I'm saying I'm not stupid. Salah with no goals is useless.
People are disrespecting Salah.
But world-class players without goals, you are on your edge of your seat.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what
everyone disrespecting De Bruyne.
No, I am not. I still rate them, but not at the level you rate them.
Wait, let me ask the question. De Bruyne without goals, and David Silva, who will you watch?
Is it?
Who will you pay to watch?
De Bruyne without goals and
De Bruyne without goals and David Silva without goals.
I don't
And
understand
David
why
Silva
would I
without
watch.
goals and assists. Who will you pay to watch that?
It's just like Bernardo Silva. Is Bernardo Silva a world class player?
No, he's a top class player, a very good top class player.
Bernardo
Can you
Silva is
say
not a
Bernardo
world class
Silva is
player.
world class?
He's not.
It's the
He's
same
not.
narrative people are using for David Silva that does not give goals and assists. That's why I brought Bernardo Silva. Because Bernardo Silva is beautiful to
See,
watch.
David Silva is special.
I've heard. See
David
what you're
Silva
saying, right?
was not
I've heard. I'll
was
point it out.
beautiful to
What you guys are
watch.
saying, right?
See,
I've heard this
Silva
narrative.
was the
I've heard-
definition of
I've heard this narrative from. I'm gonna call names like telling football to saying that you just want to watch beautiful football with no result. Bullshit. There are players that give the assist before the assist. Remember, I told you the goal that Trossard scored against Sevilla. Even though it was Saka
Sevilla.
that provided the assist, if you watch that game, that was Jorginho's construct.
Okay. Oh,
If I know the game I'm talking about, maybe you didn't see the game. That was Jorginho's construct, but on the statistics, you give it to Saka as the assist. I watched Iniesta. I watched Xavi. Quality.
See, okay, let me see.
Beautiful football with result. They didn't have all the assists, but they provided the assist before the assist.
See,
They provide openings. Don't tell me about some guys
you
spanning
could even
crosses all the
argue
time.
that Iniesta is better than Zidane.
No, see me, see.
He's spanning crosses. Yeah, you're telling me,
Spamming crosses.
hoping that it will click.
No, but it's
And if
true
it will
now.
click,
It's
you know,
true.
what are you doing?
De Bruyne.
It like
De
that
Bruyne.
thing. If you dart 100 times, some will stick.
When
You know that two of you are Arsenal fan. If
Bro,
people
let
had
me
Kevin
leave you
De
guys.
Bruyne,
let
if
me
people
leave
had
you
Kevin De
guys
Bruyne,
and join the family for
if two of you
the
had if two of you had Kevin De Bruyne, if two of you had Kevin De Bruyne in your team, by now maybe Arsenal will do invincibles again.
Bullshit.
the
No,
people-
don't. You know, it won't work out. It won't work out in national system. It won't work in national system.
So
What happened to
you
Efosa?
say Mohamed Salah is not world class. Kevin De Bruyne is not world class.
They are
So
not.
what do they
Because
have to do
there's gold standard to this thing,
What
and
do
he
they
doesn't
have to
belong there.
to world class?
I just told you. I give you an example of midfielders that are world class. I just told you Xavi, Iniesta. Those are world class
Kevin De
midfielders.
Bruyne is in that same bracket.
That's in your own delusion. I get
It's
it.
not a
It's your,
delusion.
it's your delusion. It's not a fact.
It's
not a fact. No.
see,
The fact that you think is a fact doesn't make it a fact. No,
No.
you think it's a fact. It doesn't make it a fact.
It's not a delusion. It's a fact.
No, it's not a fact. No. You want to make it your own personal fact. Fine, I can't change your mind, but it's not a fact.
Solomon, there are some things that are just you can't.
No. Because you have
No, there are some
reduced the
things.
standard doesn't make it right.
No.
No?
It's not even about goals and assists. Watching Kevin De Bruyne, the way he reads the game.
What does he read in game? He's spamming crosses and spamming passes and you spam like 2 clicks.
Kevin De
That
Bruyne
means
is spamming crosses
spamming.
that will give passes that will split 2 or 3 people that they can't even touch the ball. Did you watch the game yesterday? I don't know.
Against Sheffield.
Yes.
I didn't see it. Unfortunately, I didn't see it.
I wanted to call a situation where Oscar Bob, there was a pass Oscar Bob gave, and I was like, wow, that's like Kevin De Bruyne's kind of passes. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't spam crosses. He doesn't do that. Trust me. Kevin De Bruyne is a world-class midfielder. Salah is a world-class player. You can't
Nope.
disrespect Salah.
No. You see, I'm not disrespecting Salah. I still rate Salah as a very, very good player, top class at most. He is not world class. I've seen too many players that are better.
But it's the same you that told me Saliba is world-class.
Yes, what he does, centre backs, a lot of centre backs don't do it.
But you, Saliba is world-class.
He's a world class centre back. Wait. Let's go there. What he's doing? Show me another centre half that can do what he's doing.
Wait. So Saliba is world-class, but Kevin De Bruyne is not world-class.
You see, your argument is not even you are vying off the. I will compare midfielders and defenders.
No.
Your argument is not making sense because you can't be bringing. Let's compare defenders and midfielders. Let's stick to defenders and defenders. Then can stick to midfielders and midfielders. Now you move from strikers that we're comparing. You move to midfield. Let's stick to the topics. Stop flip-flopping.
No.
Stick on
They
the
are
topic.
both football players, Solomon.
Oh Lord.
If you say Saliba is world class and you watch the game, you were calling the likes of Guti, which I feel.
Are we going to compare mechanics and plumbers? Can we just stick to one? Let's apples and oranges. Is that what you're doing? Let's compare defenders and defenders, midfielder. Striker and striker. Stop compare apples and oranges. Stick to the topic.
To some people, Saliba, to me, he has world-class potential, but I don't say he's a.
So are we comparing defenders now or midfielders? Let's not move the goalposts. Let's stick to one.
Defenders.
Okay.
Now he has world-class potential. This is his second season in the Premier League.
Okay. Who is your name your world-class defenders
in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Van Dijk.
Okay.
Thiago Silva. I don't want to put Diaz there because I'll say Diaz. I don't think Man City, I'll say the only world class, maybe because he plays center back of all our this thing is Walker. I'll put Walker there, but he's not a proper CB, so we'll forget Walker. Forget Walker as a right back, but proper center back. I think in the Premier League for me is just Van Dijk and Thiago Silva at the top of my head. Varane.
Never.
Varane.
No, hell no.
I'm not, but for me, at the top of my head, it's just Van Dijk and Thiago Silva. At the top, those are the only two at the moment in the Premier League. Every other person, I just feel they are top class, they are very good. But the two outstanding, I'll say Van Dijk and Thiago Silva.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So I think we will revisit some of these topics. If you have time tomorrow, we'll do it. I'll be doing a live tomorrow. If you don't mind, you can come. We're going to
have time, no problem.
No problem. So I've done almost 2 hours.
No problem.
So we'll schedule a proper show tomorrow if you're free. Let me know when you're free tomorrow.
I'll let you just message me, okay?
Okay, we'll do that. So, guys, you're watching the playback. Very interesting chat. We might have a disagreement, but I respect his opinion. We might disagree on certain things, but his opinion is his opinion. My opinion is my opinion. It's for you guys to let us know which one you subscribe to. So, guys, don't forget to go to his channel. Go with the flow. Subscribe to subscribe. Like his videos.
the Salah and Kevin De Bruyne disrespect. No.
It's not disrespect.
I can't tolerate that.
See, if you be eating steak, if they bring you pork, you will say, nah, doesn't taste like it. I've watched quality and genuine world-class players.
See, you're not
going to tell me Salah.
You know the problem with our generation. We want everybody. If the wingers are not playing like the likes of Figo, if the wingers are not playing like Figo, like Robben, like who again, Ribéry, if the midfielders are not like Zidane, if the midfielders are not like Schneider, if the midfielders are not like the likes of who will I call again? I'm calling these are top people. Who will I call again? Which Edgar Davis, Seedorf, these guys, like we all agree, we will just feel that okay, these current midfielders, that's the problem with our generation. We just feel that
I don't think there's probably there's what we call gold standard. Now I understand there's a lack of quality across board in football because you know why I think there's a lack of quality because these days instead of allowing players to play on the street and be corny and develop that skill set naturally, we're now doing too much of academy training. So it's like you're producing players like in a factory. Unlike those days, players played on the street, gained that street corniness, understood how to play and do certain things. Now people are now doing academy where they're being taught you have to play this way only. No, sometimes let players be organic. Because there's a dearth of quality players that show a little glimpse of little quality. We're now varying them. No,
my reason is I just feel like we have Kevin.
There's no standard. Just because, let's give an example, right? Let's say 90 over 100 is world class. Just go in mathematics. Just because people can't make 90. Suddenly 70 over 100 is now world class. No. It's not 90. Now, I understand people can make 100. Let me finish. Yes. I understand people cannot make 90, but doesn't change the gold standard. That the gold standard is 90.
For these two players, Kevin De Bruyne and Salah, it is 90.
They're not 90 now. Now, if Salah, like I said, if Salah is not scoring goals, he's useless. We all know that. He's useless.
So what is he supposed to do?
Score goals and create and let people be entertained. Like Robin will score you goals, will entertain you. You watch, you leave your seat, be excited to what he's going to do. But Salah,
What else? What else? But Salah is doing that on the pitch now. What
nah,
else
he's not really. Salah is doing that. I actually the why me.
chance and scoring goals, you know.
Yeah, you will just run down the line and try and shoot. That's not football. I beg. Robin will intricate passing, movement, beat a player, entertain you.
Is it not the same Salah that fell Man City defender on the floor? Laporte.
So because he traumatized you, that means he's world class.
No, it's not the first time he's doing it.
That's why you're living your own trauma. Because of your own trauma, you're not saying it's world class.
No,
it's
not the first time he's doing that kind of movement. That's what I'm trying to.
I'm saying it goes to my point that he traumatized you, that movement. So you're like, I've never seen this before. Damn.
No, against other teams, that's the way he moves. He takes on players. He dribbles. He takes one.
Nah,
two.
don't take on players. He just runs by and shoots. He doesn't take on players. He'll be one or two. But Robin will bust your ass. He would. Nah. I'll sing quality. You're not going to give me this pork. This pork. This pork.
I'll see tomorrow. We'll talk.
No problem. Shout out for coming on. No problem. We'll try and see what we can do together. No problem. Right. Yeah. Okay. Later. So, guys, that was very interesting. Very interesting conversation. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Don't forget to strike a like on the video. Subscribe. Subscribe. Very, very important. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, very important. Well, that was a long one. Very long one. So it's time for me to leave. On your way out, like the video one more time. Like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.